Hi, today we are going to learn about highest common factor or HCF, and some people also call it as greatest common divisor. This term highest common factor, that is HCF, or greatest common divisor, that is GCD, is actually used in reference to at least two numbers. So when you have at least two or more than two numbers, then only you can talk about highest common factor or the greatest common divisor. So to understand it better, let me take one example. Suppose if we have two numbers like 30 and 45. So if I talk about the highest common factor of these two numbers, that highest common factor will be the largest number which can divide both 30 and 45 without leaving any remainder. Or you can say that highest common factor or greatest common divisor of two or more than two numbers is the largest possible number which divides all the numbers completely, right? Suppose if we talk about 30 and 45, so let me write down all the possible factors of 30. All the numbers are divisible by 1, so 1 will be the factor of 30, and 30 is an even number, so it will be divisible by 2. So 2 will be a factor of 30, and when we divide 30 by 2, we will get 15. So 15 will also be a factor of 30, right? And yes, 3 plus 0 is 3, and 3 is divisible by 3. So 30 will be divisible by 3 also. So if I divide it by 3, I'll get, yes, 10. So 3 will be a factor of 30, and at the same time 10 will also be a factor of 30. Right? And is it divisible by 4? So let's check using the divisibility rule of 4. And what is the divisibility rule of 4? Yes, if the number formed by last two digits of the given number is divisible by 4, then the number will be divisible by 4. So we have only two digits in 30, so we have to divide and check. So let's read the table of 4. 4 7s are 28 and 4 8s are 32. Right? So it is not divisible by 4. And yes, it will be divisible by 5 because it has 0 at units place, and 5 6 are 30, right? Yes, and after 5, yes, it is divisible by 6 because we have got one factor as 6. So I think I have got all the possible factors of 30 because here the difference between two factors is only 1. So we can stop our procedure over here, right? So all the possible factors of 30, if I write in increasing order, are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and yes, the number itself is also the factor of the number. So 30 will also come over here, right? So this is the set of all the numbers which can divide 30. Okay? So here also we will get 30, right? And if I talk about all the possible factors of 45, yes, I can start from 1. 1 is the factor of all the numbers. So the number itself, so 45 will also be the factor of 45, right? We should have written 30 over here also. Anyway, we have included 30 over here. And let's check its divisibility by 2. 45 is an odd number, so it will not be divisible by 2. So 2 will not be a factor of 45. And let's check with 3. 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 is divisible by 3. So 3 will be a factor of 45, and when I divide 45 by 3, I'll get 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15. So 15 will also be a factor of 45, right? And it is an odd number, so it will not be divisible by 4 also. And let's check its divisibility by 5. So if I divide it by 5, I'll get 5 9s are 45, right? Yes, so 5 is a factor of 45, and 9 will also be a factor of 45. And after 5 comes 6. 6 is an even number, and 45 is an odd number. So 45 will not be divisible by 6. And now let's check its divisibility by 7. 7 6 are 42, and 7 7s are 49. So 45 is not divisible by 7, and it will not be divisible by 8 because it is an odd number. And yes, it will be divisible by 9 because 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 5s are 45, and those two factors 5 and 9 I have already written down. So this will be the complete set of all the possible factors of 45. And now if I write them in increasing order, it will be 1, 3, 5, 9, 15 and 45, right? So here we have got the set of all the factors, all the possible factors of 30, and this is the set of all the possible factors of 45. And what are we talking about? We are talking about the highest common factor. That means we have to find a factor which is the largest and common in both the sets. We already have lots of common factors. See, we have 1 over here and we have 1 over here, but we have 3 over here and 3 in this set also. We have 5 in this set and we have 5 over here also. But what we are talking about? We are talking about the highest common factor. So we are actually talking about this 15. 15 is here in the set of all the factors of 30, and 15 is here also in the set of all the possible factors of 45. So 15 is a common factor and it is the largest factor or the biggest factor of both the numbers. So 15 will be the HCF or highest common factor, or some people call it greatest common divisor, that is GCD of 30 and 45 is equal to 15, right? So this is the result, and this is just the definition of the highest common factor. And in next two videos we are going to learn the method of finding the highest common factor without finding all the possible factors of two numbers.